So what's better, using a DJI controller with a screen like the RC or the new RC2, or using a non-screen controller like the RC-N1 or the new RC-N2 and a mobile device like your phone or maybe a tablet like the new Tripltek 9 Pro? So let's talk about the advantages and the disadvantages of both. And in particular, we're really going to focus on this Tripltek 9 Pro because it's got some serious upgrades from the previous version, and it's a worthy consideration if you're looking at getting a tablet. Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by the channel again. If you're here for the first time, my name is Russ and this is 51 Drones. Now first things first, let's get it right out of the way. The Tripltek 9 Pro is a very unique tablet that has a multitude of high-end features in it, and it's going to be priced higher than just about any other Android tablet that you're going to find online. Yes, Clyde, it's a higher price point in the world of tablets. So if the price of this tablet is beyond your means, then I recommend you seek out other less feature-packed options that fit your budget. The Tripltek is not meant for the casual user. It's designed for heavy users that demand performance, longevity, and flexibility. Now, the second most anticipated comment, I'm guessing, will be, well, you might as well get the RC Pro for that price, which is a very valid statement. The RC Pro is awesome for flying drones. However, you can't use the RC Pro as a phone or a 4K video camera or a 48 megapixel regular camera, or you can't use it as an external monitor. And also, the RC Pro does not like moisture, while the Tripltek 9 Pro is waterproof. And also, I don't think the RC Pro appreciates being dropped, but this tablet right here, you can drop it from 4 feet above the ground. Now, when you combine all of the highlights of the Tripltek 9 Pro, there is no other tablet that comes remotely close to what it is. Now, those are the facts according to the specifications. And I'm going to tell you my opinions here in just a few minutes. Of course, the highlight of this tablet is that 1300 sustained nits of brightness. That's sustained. So what that means is that will be that bright no matter what the conditions, no matter what the battery life is at. The brightness on this thing is remarkable. So here's a comparison for you guys. Right now I have the original RC controller connected to the Mini 3 Pro. I have the brightness dialed all the way up. You can see right there, it's dialed all the way to the very end, 100% brightness. That is 700 nits of brightness right there. We got a pretty good sunlight shining on it right now. And here I have the RC-N2 connected to the Air 3 with the Tripltek 9 Pro. And check that out, you guys. Look at the difference in brightness. 1300 sustained nits of brightness, 700 nits, and so much clearer, so much easier to see in the sunlight. And the only negative I guess I would mention is if you happen to get the Tripltek 9 Pro is to get the matte screen protector. I don't have a screen protector on here right now, so you know there's quite a bit of reflections right here, so you have to have it at just the right angle. Once you get it at the angle, it's not bad, but definitely recommend getting that matte screen protector to put on there to help with those reflections. But look at that difference. That is pretty amazing. If you have to use a tablet outside at all, the Tripltek right now is the best available option in the world. And I base that statement solely on screen brightness. Also, the battery, 12,200 milliamp hours, is another reason that this tablet stands above the rest. This means less downtime for charging and always being ready to fly, browse, record, or broadcast. And then to fill out the trifecta of high impact capabilities, the military grade rugged design of this outer casing means that enterprise users like search and rescue or fire and law enforcement can rest assured that this tablet will have the best available tech to do their job. This is a force multiplier in the world of first responders. Had to throw that in there for you, Ken. I boast about the Tripltek 9 Pro because after using it exclusively to fly my DJI Air 3 for almost a month, I could only find one thing wrong with it. Now I'm going to tell you what that thing is a little bit later in the video. So why would you want this combination over this? So when DJI released the Mini 3 Pro, we got to see a drone controller with a screen on it that was finally affordable. The original Smart controller and then the RC Pro were just too expensive and not compatible with most moderately priced consumer drones. So when the Mini 3 Pro came out with the RC, everyone jumped on it. Everyone was really excited because just for a few hundred instead of several $100s, we no longer had to connect our mobile devices to be able to fly our DJI drones. And that additional cost was worth it because it meant greater efficiency and convenience. Now, the other thing it did was give a better option for people that didn't have a very good phone, or at least one that was compatible with DJI Fly, or for iPhone users like myself, whose screen goes dark if it gets even a little bit hot outside. But even with all of the advancements that the RC and the RC2 offers, there are still a few reasons that the non-screen controllers are a better option. So I mentioned convenience, and yes, not having to connect your mobile device to your controller is faster. You just turn it on, you turn on the drone, you let them connect, and you fly, unless you are in a Geozone. Now I'll talk about that here in just a little bit. So a built-in screen is the cat's meow, and if you aren't flying with one, you may have a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. However, I am here to tell you, if you have, or you decide to choose the RCN1 or the RCN2, there are some advantages. First of all, battery life. So let's focus on the RC2 and then the new RCN2 that came out with the Air 3. Now these are the latest offerings from DJI. They have 04 transmission, which is mind-blowing, by the way, for connection stability, like beyond anything that I've ever seen before. But with the RC2, I can get just over 4 flights with the Air 3 before it starts beeping at me, telling me to charge it. And with the RCN2, I can get almost 6 flights with the Air 3. This integrated screen takes a lot of power, and even though it's convenient for getting up into the air faster, it's not as convenient when it comes to battery life because you're going to have to be charging it more often. Next, the RC and the RC2 have 700 nits of brightness, and most of the time that is adequately bright. But there have been a few times at the lake in particular where I've had some difficulty seeing this screen on a bright sunny day. It's not debilitating like when I try to fly with my iPhone, but it was enough for me to notice. And when you notice it, that means that it could be better. Now let's talk about what I think is the biggest downfall of the integrated screen controllers from DJI. I live in a relatively small community, and so if I'm flying just about anywhere in town, I am in a DJI Geozone. My home is actually in a Geozone, so anytime that I fly, I need to go through the unlocking process, and if you don't have a network connection, you cannot unlock the Geozone to be able to fly. So with the RC and the RC2, you have to connect your hotspot on your mobile device to do the unlock, which ultimately cancels out any convenience that it offers as far as being faster anyway. So flying with a mobile device that has a network capability is a much more convenient option if you fly in a lot of areas that require a Geozone unlock. So does the Tripltek have that capability? Yes. You simply insert your SIM card and you're good to go. The Tripltek can be used as a phone. So does it look absolutely ridiculous if you use it that way? Yes, of course, if you walk around using it like that. But you can use a speakerphone on it, or you can connect to any Bluetooth device like AirPods or something like that. Another really big advantage of using a mobile device like the Tripltek 9 Pro is the ability to download and use third-party apps like Drone Deploy, Drone Link, and others. You can head right to the Play Store, search your app, and download and complete many more tasks with a network-capable device. Now, this is another reason that this combination is better for first responders and other enterprise users. Having the option to use a variety of apps is paramount to professional users. Now, as for the design of the Tripltek 9 Pro, it's an 8-inch diagonal screen with 1300 nits of brightness and a 4K ready display. It measures 8.5 by 5 by 0.6 inches and it weighs 1.3 pounds. It has a USB-C port for charging and data. It has a full-size HDMI port. The volume and the power buttons are on the upper right-hand side. You'll find the speakers on the bottom, and then on the far left is a customizable button, and then the SIM card and micro SD card tray port. On the front is a 20 megapixel camera, a light sensor, and the microphone. And then on the back side is a 48 megapixel 4K camera and a light. And then you'll see the mounting screw holes that can be used for many things, like the strap mount or this minimal mount right here that you can get by using the link in the video description. Now, this is the way to go for mounting the Tripltek to your RC or your RC2 because it doesn't add any extra weight and it's super quick and it's easy to use. Now mine right here, if you look at it real close, mine is custom made, and that's because the kid that makes these is a huge fan of mine. It's pretty cool. He's got himself a little YouTube channel. It's so cute. And he's starting a 3D printing business as well. And he's trying really hard to grow that business. So I'm happy to help him out a little bit and promote his stuff. I'll put a link for it down in the video description. He has some really other great drone items on his site as well. So check those out, check out that link and support this young entrepreneur. Good job, buddy. This CPU on the Tripltek 9 Pro is a HyperEngine 8 core, and it's 70% faster than the previous Tripltek. It runs on Android 12. It's GPS, GLONASS, Beidou, and Galileo. It's LTE unlocked, and it has public safety first netband 14 for enterprise use. It's shockproof, waterproof, and virtually indestructible. So what is the one downside of the Tripltek 9 Pro? It's pretty heavy. Like I said, it's 1.3 pounds. So when you have it attached, it's pretty top heavy. And for long flights, that's gonna be taxing on some people's wrists. Like, especially for people who have like joint issues or arthritis in their hands or their wrists or whatever, a lanyard is highly recommended if you fly for long periods of time with any Tripltek tablet. Like this weighs 1.3 pounds, and compared to the controller, that's a big imbalance right there. So you're gonna have to have a lanyard. I'll put a link in the video description of one that is compatible with the RC N1 and N2 if you're using a Tripltek tablet. It's another great 3D printed accessory from that same kid that makes the minimal mount. I gotta be honest, I hardly ever used the 777 when it was released. I thought it was okay, but actually for flying drones, it was really, really slow. It was laggy. Didn't use it very long. I did use the Tripltek 8 for quite a while with my Air 2S. It was a major improvement over the 7. It actually won my award for the 2021 Tech Product of the Year. This version, the 9 Pro, is exponentially better than the 8. The processor, the full HDMI, the 1300 sustained nits, the enterprise capabilities, 12 gigabytes of memory, fast charging, 256 gigabytes of internal memory, Bluetooth 5, and so much more. There are just so many great features of this tablet. Now I keep talking about the screen brightness, and obviously that's a key feature. But for me, the two biggest reasons to have this configuration over the RC or the RC2 is because of the network capability and the ruggedness. I'm not easy on my gear, and with this super tough design, I never have to worry about ruining my tablet. I'll put a link in the video description to learn more about the Tripltek 9 Pro, and you can also use that link to purchase. Is there anything about the Tripltek that I forgot to mention? If so, comment below to let me know, and I'll answer it to the best of my knowledge. If I can't answer it, I'm gonna reach out to Chris from Tripltek. He will get back to me within the hour, and then I'll get you an answer down in the comments. Subscribe if you received anything of value from this video. I want to thank you for watching today, and we'll see you next time. The kid that makes these is a big fan of mine, and he's got himself a little YouTube channel. So I'm so happy to help the little dude out and promote his stuff. Yeah, and he's trying really, really hard. Good job, buddy. Oh, Ken's gonna kill me.